Yeah, Cal, this is three straight games you've held the opponent in the 60s. Do you think defense is to the point to where if you just play good offense, not great, that maybe you can turn this thing around?
Well, we've been saying that the biggest thing is turnovers. Now, you may get mad about shot clock violations. What don't they get off a shot clock violation?
They they don't get a possession on the other side.
They don't get a breakaway layup like Georgia, like, oh, I'd rather have a shot clock violation than the kind of turnovers we had. So today we had 9 turnovers, and probably 4 of them or 3 of them were shot clock violations. I'm still all over guys to shoot balls. Guys won't shoot them. And they have a shot, and they pass up a shot, and they dribble into a harder shot. Why would you do that? Shoot the ball. If you go 0 for 10, that's on me for leaving you in, not on you. And if anybody asked you, said he should have taken me out because he told me keep shooting. I couldn't hit the side of a barn. That's okay. Not to shoot in these situations is being selfish. Shoot the open shots. You know what? There's 3 things that can happen. Woo, you may make one. It may be unusual, but you may make one. You may miss it, and we offensive rebound it because we're big and long. Or you may miss it and they get it, but we're in a good position to get back so they can't score on us. These turnovers, unforced, like what? A wing pass, a pass to the top, a cross-court skipper when the guy's right near you. And we just keep continuing to talk about it. And we're hoping if we can, I've never done this on the board. Let's have 10 to 12 turnovers. And the board, we never have that on the board. We'll have rebounds and field goal percentage and assists. Now I'm saying I want 10 to 12 turnovers. We just don't want 19. So, defensively, look, there's a lot of people that don't want to see us get going because of how we defend and how long we are. And you're right. Assists today, 15. We had 13 at halftime or whatever. But again, you know why? We had open shots. Now, why he wouldn't shoot it? Maybe Freddie wouldn't make it. I don't know. But we passed up good shots and then took a tougher one, which is why the assists were second half where they were. Hopefully, we're going to get this down to where, if you don't have a shot, if you shoot it, shoot it. If you don't have a shot, that means you're either swinging it or driving it to get someone else a shot. Not you. You chose not to shoot it. So now you're not going to shoot. You're either going to pass or drive. We just got to get them in that mode.
Kyle, go ahead, and then Larry, we'll go to you.
Cal, I would imagine when the season started, you in your mind figured that BJ and Terrence and Keon would probably drive this bus, and all 3 of those guys, for various reasons, kind of didn't or weren't able to give you, I would imagine, what you expected. You got Keon back playing well. BJ looks like he's turning a corner. Is Terrence sort of the last piece? And we haven't kind of asked you about an update on him in a while. What's the stat?
I don't believe he'll play this week. I don't believe so. But he is now being able to, run around. He hadn't been in practice. He's been at practice, but hadn't practiced. So hopefully he'll be an addition that are going to help us. And what I've said to him, what can you add to this team? Don't tell me what you want to do. Look at us. Where do we have deficiencies and where can you help us? What do you add to this team? And so he's been great. I mean, how about Isaiah today? Isaiah rebounding and got every ball. How about Olivier getting a little bit rough, which is, okay, be that guy. I told him before the game, he's got to get anywhere from 12 to 15 points a game for us. You have to. I don't care how you do it. You get 12 to 15. We now score at a clip that we can hold that other team down. And then the other thing I keep saying, when you're open, shoot the ball. We started the second half and we go air ball miss. You know, I mean, come on. And I was really aggressive. And I told him why. We had a 9, 10, 11-point lead. I was on, guys, because it wasn't going to go back to 4, and I was going to see missed shots, missed free throws, and an out-of-bounds play. Not this game. So I was aggressive today, saying, look, will you finish this off?
Cal, when you say to Terrence, what can you add? How much have you missed having a guy who can beat somebody off the bounce, and is that maybe the thing he can really give to you?
How about he guards the ball? Like, he really guards the ball. You could put him and Jacob out there, and you got 2 guys. Most teams are not going to have 5 drivers. They're going to have 2. Well, you put those 2 on, now all of a sudden it's a little different. If we switch with his size, 6'7", he can still guard that big guy. So, yeah, but he's got to be healthy. What happened, I was trying to play him at 70%, killed us, kept guys out of the game that needed to be in the game. And again, when he comes back, we're going to ask and we're going to petition the NCAA to add 20 more minutes to the game so we have enough time for everybody. So instead of, the typical 200, we're going to see if we can petition for 220.
Larry, go ahead, and then Jerry.
Well, John, what do you think the odds are getting that extra 20?
I got a better luck asking my wife for 20 than them giving us 20. And when I ask her for 20, she says, you're $20-ing me to death. I said, you're kidding me, right? But no, I would say no. And that means it's going to put, who's the best guys? Cream rises to the top. I've always said it. You want guys to play comfortable. Well, let me say this. You're responsible for your performance. Your stats are your stats. The film doesn't lie. And now maybe the competition in practice does it. Look, I put Davion on the second unit, and I wasn't going to start him. You should have seen him in practice. Unbelievable. Fight, fire, desperation. And I said, if that's who you are, I'm going to start you. But that's not who you've been. You know what I did with BJ? We have other guys, and I said this. Dante came and we talked, and I told him, you got to just let it go. You're now feeling the weight of the world. You can't be that guy. I said, Coach, probably for the team and me, I'd be better coming off the bench and let it go. I said, okay, that's good. But you got to know and be honest with yourself. How can I play the way this team needs me to play so we win? But I'm like, again, we did some good things. Devin was better. You're noticing I'm trying to play him less. He's way better with less minutes. When he gets over that 24, 25-minute mark, there's real diminishing returns. And it's both physical and mental because he plays so hard and he runs so hard that, we just got to keep his minutes down.
Brandon said after the game that he was in a really good place. Seemed like when he's in a really good place, you're probably going to really be in a good place.
Me personally or our team?
Well, maybe both, I would guess.
Yeah, but again, did you see the one flip he had in the first half?
That one, yes.
I went crazy. You're not going back to that guy. That guy has left the building. You're going to be the guy that we keep training you to be. That's who you are. And now, downhill runner, create fouls, get to the rim. All of a sudden, you look like one of the best players in the country. The flipsy doodles that get nothing except a layup down the other end? No, we're not having that anymore. So when he flipped it, I went crazy. He was 1-on-2. Dante was open, and he did a flipsy. I did a backflip. Said, we're not going back to that. And again, I'm trying to hold these guys accountable. And thank goodness I could do it while we're winning. It's hard. You lose a game, you lose. My post-game talks to them on those games, I'm saying, hurry up, get your stuff. Let's get on the bus. when they win or when they're playing better, now I can really make a point of things.
All right, guys, we'll go to Jerry, then John Clay, then John Hale. Guys, let's keep it to one question if we can. Go ahead,
Yeah.
Jerry.
Yeah, I'm ready. Yes, John, you guys made 5 of your first 8 three-point shots. I wonder if that had a momentum factor to it to kind of, get everybody in a groove.
Yeah, but what if we had gone like 1 for 8, which we've done? Now, let me explain. Because of how they play, our game plan was you're going to be shooting more threes this game than you've shot. Shoot them. If you go 0 for 10, that's on me. You shoot that ball. We also wanted to play a little bit faster. And at the end, let's try, if you can't get it, get one for somebody else. And that's kind of how we play. But, anytime you make shots, it's contagious. Anytime you miss a bunch of shots, that's contagious.
John Clay will go to you, and then John Hale.
John, you mentioned the 9 turnovers. What do you think was the difference in that area tonight? Why were you able to cut down on the turnovers?
Because everybody was playing for each other instead of themselves. When you're out there trying to make heroes plays, you're turning it over. When you're out there not setting a great screen, not getting open with timing, the play's not yours, so you go half speed. Know it. You're playing for you instead of us. They're going to be turnovers. We show them on the tape. We're in practice. The emphasis, if you turn it over, we're running. Everybody on the line. Let's go. We're running. Enough of these turnovers for no reason. And again, most of it is I have a guy there, but I got to show you this. And the reason is I missed 3 shots, so I got to do something fabulous. We're just starting to crack those habits. And this game, we needed to win a game. I mean, I'm still disgusted over, the last couple, literally disgusted. But we needed to win this. Now we're going and playing the best team in our league and playing them down there. They beat us here. We broke down. They played well. They beat us here. Now we go down there. One of the players was asking me the score. He couldn't see it. I mean, they're good. They're a top 10 team and they deserve to be. You know what? For us, I told them about this game. These are the games you want to play to where you're not supposed to win the game. Now you go and it gets you going and you play and you're playing instead of not to lose, you play to win. You don't look at the scoreboard. I'll be honest with you. I didn't look at the scoreboard the whole first half. Didn't look at it at all. And so I'm just trying to get these guys to play together, to be better with the ball, to execute when it's not your play. It's kind of like the wishbone. What if only 2 guys that knew they were getting the play did it? You can't run it. You got to execute when it's not for you. And we're getting better that way.
John Hale, get the last one, then we'll get our guys in there.
Kyle, you had 6 or 7 lobs in the first half alone. Was that a point of emphasis or was that a product of LSU pressing you a little bit?
It was their press and their 1-3-1. So again, we had talked about this is what you're going to find. But again, they're one of the best teams in our league. They're the leading scoring team in our league. And so let's keep taking pride in our defense and see where this goes. Thanks, guys.